Hello there people, this is MrKritik and you're watching my Let's Play of Panzer General. Sorry, I've been away for a couple of days, so I really wasn't able, to reply to your comments. MrKritik also has some other needs. I had a visit from my girlfriend and, even Panzer General cannot be compared, to... yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the last video of, defense of Poland. It was for Helmet Unsung. For the time being, I will not be doing any more of defense of Poland videos. Yeah, I guess defense of Warsaw will come on the schedule sooner or later, but since it is much more difficult than the very first scenario, I will take some sweet time to do it. Also, one more thing, I'm having problems with the lack of disk space on my computer, so I'm going to purchase an external disk. Is this the right word? The thing that you can plug in and transfer all the porn and everything. No, my computer is still quite good, but lacks a little bit in the memory department. So yeah, external disk. Probably today, after I finish this video, I will go shopping and everything. And like I said, since I was not able to read your comments and reply to them, I'm not sure what you have written about webcams, so I cannot comment it. I will do it later today. And what is today? Today is Sunday, it's around noon here in our country, and Saturday. Did I say Saturday? Yeah, I think so. It's not Sunday, Saturday, of course. But now, let us do Wacht am Rhein. Where is Wacht am Rhein? Ardennes. Wacht am Rhein. Germany's last gamble in the West. First, we'll just take a look of the scenario. So you see a lot of snow and everything, and a lot of very heavy German tank units. But let us clear the skies. No weather. And hidden units off. Yeah, I'm getting used to it now. Off. This means we can see everything. So, this is the situation. Historically, this battle like the title said, was Germany's attempt, to capture Brussels and force the Western Allies to sign a sort of a ceasefire, so that all the German units could be transferred to the Eastern Front, where the situation was critical. And two problems that are, in a scenario not really problems, were that Germany had very limited air force, so therefore the attack was under the cover of bad weather. But here, as you can see, we have two fighters, pretty good fighters, and one tactical bomber. On the other side you have, well, T-bolts. which are really not the best fighters that the Allies could, field against German fighters. Mustangs would be a much better choice. Plus, you have two invaders, which are excellent tactical bombers. They can even do a lot of damage to Tigers and Panthers. One thing that I've noticed actually is that in Panzer General the tanks are just too perfect, yeah, they can be attacked by a tactical bomber and everything, but they survive, especially heavy tanks, without heavy losses. This was not the case in World War II. Most of the high quality German tanks were destroyed, by bombers and by fighter bombers that were specialized in destroying the Panzers. Yeah, and one more thing, I was actually, this scenario I did like for both sides like 5 or 6 times in the past, but really in the past. I've noticed that actually good weather favors Germans in this particular fight, because as you can see, since the Allies do not have like air superiority, not even close, the main problem, when you have winter weather is that you have to refuel and resupply your units very often. Without winter weather, you can just roll over the defensives. And as you can see, I think all of the defenders are Americans here. Just let me check. Yeah, with the exception of Brussels and these objectives far behind the lines, where you can also field British units. Also, one interesting thing is that after I think around 10 turns, just let me check how many turns are available. Where are you? Here, okay. 32 turns remaining. After like 10, 12 turns, maybe 15, as an allied commander you get, a lot of prestige suddenly, like 3,000 I think. I'm not sure, I don't remember it particularly well, and I have decided to do these scenarios, without preparation. So the thing is, you have to hold the line until you get enough prestige to get reinforcements. That's the whole idea. And of course, also this is the city of Bastogne, and you have paratroopers here. I think it was actually in wartime the 101st US paratroopers with 5 stars of experience. By this I mean an elite unit, and the Germans were unable to take over the city of Bastogne, and therefore failed to take over this important, what's the word? Damn, I'm still rusty. Crossroads, the important the important city to send units in all of the directions. But, actually, as far as the game is concerned, this scenario is actually, especially without weather, which I will, turn off, is actually in favor of Germany. So, what else to say before we begin? Again, we will use you know, river crossings for, you know, for the last line of defense. And in this particular scenario, you can see here in the south, we just have to move behind the Orth River and establish a line of defense here. In the north, we will have to establish a defensive line near the city of Liege. All the forward positions will be overwhelmed and everything, so, you know, look at the firepower of the Germans, you know, like Tiger 1. This is for Karl. A box. Yeah, it's a box. And then you have Panther A, Tiger 2, Panther A, Tiger 1 again, Panther A, and here, you know, some heavy bastards, you know, Tiger 2, Yacht, Tiger, you know, excellent armored units. And for the Allies, as you can see, almost no armor, and even the armor that existed, you know, was like extremely shitty against this is actually a Recon, I think. Yeah, nothing to stop the Germans, nothing. So yeah, this is the situation. Our idea is to conduct a sort of a controlled retreat, even though I think, especially in the woods, here we will suffer heavy casualties. But once we are behind the river, here around the city of Liege, and of course also, what is the city? Hai, I'm not sure. We'll just have to, you know, mind the river crossings, and as far as I remember, the battle will be, you know, the most difficult around the city of La Roche and these two river crossings. Here we will have some serious problems. And one last thing, I tend to retreat these paratroopers, even though historically they survived, you know, all of the attacks until the reinforcements from General Patton came from the south. I think we will just retreat them, you know, otherwise we will lose them. Okay, so now time for a little pause, then I will, you know, switch sides and everything and start with the plan. This is a tough battle. I do not actually remember losing it either for the Allies or the Axis, but you know, it's sort of a trade space for time and wait for the reinforcements for the Allies. On the other hand, for the Germans, they have at the moment everything going for them, everything. So, you know, let us see really. Okay, like I said, time for a little pause. MrKritik will be right back. We'll switch sides and start with the scenario. Be right back. Okay, we are back. Yeah. One very important thing. I have to admit, when I was doing, you know, the scenarios and everything 9 months ago, I usually prepared a little bit. I don't mean that I played the entire scenario, but you know, certain things, looking, also testing some ideas. Yeah, you know. Sorry, just wanted, you know, to give you the best performance. But these scenarios, also including the one defending Poland, are basically what I can think of at the moment. and it's not always perfect. I will make a lot of mistakes, definitely. But on the other hand, you will see what, you know, can be done without some serious planning. So now we switch sides. Scenario, Ardennes. This is the last scenario that I will do without your suggestions, you know, regarding weather and hidden units. I would prefer, you know, to keep it this way, but if you are totally against it, I will change, you know, these settings. But like I said, this is how I prefer to play this for fun, not for showing off, for fun. Let us start with the Ardennes. Wacht am Rhein. Sort of a... Well, you German viewers translate it. Let us start. So, Wehrmacht attacks, we are the defenders. Let us see what happens. Bam! Such a powerful force, you know. It could probably go all the way to Brussels. This was actually an excellent movie, if you remember it. Lot of action, lot of strategic movement. I think... Well, I don't think I remember the name, but... but I liked it a lot. The German commander was kind of a fanatic, I think, and but also a good commander, you know. So nice. Fight back, guys. Make them pay for every hex they capture. Perfect. But also I have to admit, it is kind of strange for me, you know, because like 90% of campaigns, of course, but also scenarios, you know, I played for Wehrmacht, and when I have to fight against Wehrmacht, it is kind of, you know, well, you know, strange for me, since on the other hand, especially because I know Wehrmacht units so well, I can be a good defender also. Yeah, rugged defense, do some damage to this Panther. Perfect. Wonderful. Come on. Ouch. A Recon attacking an Inf. But this is a really good Recon, I think. So... Oh yeah, by the way, since we are watching these attacks now, I had a couple of suggestions, you know, what to do regarding the webcam, but nothing, you know, concrete. So, please, help me. Ouch. This one I do not like. Because I was hoping, you know, to retreat this artillery. behind the river hex, and suddenly I have a bad feeling about it. Okay. No rugged defense, too bad. So this is pretty much what really happened historically, you know. The forward American units were just overrun, you know. They did not expect, how these are pioneers, ignoring entrenchments, but they did not expect such a huge counterattack and were totally, you know, surprised and everything. So Allies turn 1. 32 turns remaining. Let us now save the game. Wacht. Ja. Aber natürlich. Wacht 001. What happened? Yeah, we got our asses kicked. 4 infantry destroy, 1 recon. And now we have to retreat, most definitely. Just let me check what happened with the airplanes. We have a Stuka here, which is not defended. Can we actually reach it? Yes, we can. Wonderful. Also here, we can attack. Here we will have to retreat, no question about it. We have this excellent, you know, not German, American transports, the best of the entire war. And here we can also counterattack. Interesting. Okay, so first I have to check something first. No, the invaders cannot attack anything. So first we'll deal with this tactical bomber, this Stuka here. It is very important, you know, since Stukas are quite effective against both soft and hard targets. And we have 2 fighters here, only 2, so I guess this could work. Attack, destroy. Die. Very nice. And 1 more fighter. Where can we place the tactical bombers? Well, we'll see. Destroy. The whole idea is, you know, to buy enough time for reinforcements to arrive. Not really reinforcements, but enough prestige to purchase really a lot of them. I think it's like 3000 prestige, but I'm really not sure. I didn't want to spoil anything, you know, by you know, doing the scenario once, you know, actually before recording it. So let us see. Invaders here and here. And now we'll try to do some actual damage to the enemy units before we retreat. Okay, 12. Do we attack with a tank or with an infantry? Well, the obvious thing to do is first to attack with our artillery and then retreat it. Where can it go then? Here, I think. At least I think this is the best idea. Yeah, it is. So let us deal with the air defenses first. There will be a lot of casualties in the first couple of turns. Make no mistake about it, since you know we are forced to retreat and everything. What can we do with this artillery? We can also bring it back, probably here, but first we'll try to shell something. Yeah. Well, why not Reckons? This is our best bet to actually do some damage. Nothing happened. Too bad. You go here. But here I'm tempted, you know, in the south to actually start sort of a counter-defensive. You know, nothing particularly, you know, good will happen, but still, if we can just delay them for a little bit. So yeah. What happens here? 2-6. If you attack with the tank, 0-5. So we'll attack. Entrenchment of 3. If we go here, we will be attacked by a Panther immediately. Here, nobody will attack us. So yeah. Come on, do some damage. Nah, this was terrible. Here, 3-2. And we cannot even get close, you know, to this unit if it is pushed back, so we'll just attack it. Excellent, we have fired first. And an inf is destroyed. Perfect. We still have entrenchment of 3, so we will stay put. Here we could retreat, but on the other hand we can block probably these 2 units for another turn. The same goes here. Okay, 3-2. This unit we will provide, you know, with the transport, since we want somebody to harass, you know, the unguarded cities. So upgrade. You can air transport of 1, so you can also go here. Other units will not move. Okay, 6-1, 3-2. This is excellent. This unit we will either have to disband, or, you know, provide with some replacements, just to make sure that at least 1 unit does not cross the river immediately. What about this? Yeah. Huh. You know, even though that armor is much more valuable in this scenario than infantries, these infantries have really high entrenchment levels, so we will try not to move them. So So first we'll attack here. Come on. Excellent. Wow, perfect. And now the only question that remains is whether or not we sacrifice this inf for the job or we bring this tank close. What is the trade-off? Well, it is pretty simple. If we attack with the tank, we may be forced to put it in the forest, and then the infantries can also attack it. Not only German armor, but also, you know, the imps. But if we leave it in the open, then German armor will just chew it up. And one more thing, of course, this is not a sure deal, you know, to destroy the anti-tanks. So I guess, I guess what? I have no idea. We can go with the tank and block. Yeah, we can go with the tank and block this approach. Come on, die. Very nice. And since we are stalling, you know, the German advance, we'll give elite replacements to this unit and to this one and to this one. We have this is what I forgot to mention, we have plenty of slots available, 42, so we do not have to disband anything, you know, to be sure. Also, now we'll retreat the paratroopers, so no nuts in Baston. And I believe this is it for the eastern part of the front. Here we can also, you know, give a lead, but we will not at the moment, since we also need some air defenses. But here we are quite sure, around the city of Liege, we have to bring this infantry as soon as possible here to entrench, you know. You two, I'm not sure what to do with you. You can stay put for the time being, and this this is a British tank, I think. Yeah, and an excellent British tank, so we'll bring it forward. Okay, you can stay put, of course. But here we will have to, you know, one way or another, we will have to destroy German air units. These two fighters here. They will attack, most definitely. I think they will focus on this T-bolt, but, you know, not really sure. So, what is anti-aircraft? Capable of 12. This is the best anti-aircraft. The other option, of course, is to purchase air defenses, and I think we'll go for the air defenses. This is extremely expensive, but on the other hand, you know, it can and probably will pay off. So one air defense here with the transport, because we will need it also later. The other one here, as you can see, both, especially this one, is protected by the artillery, and also we'll need two of the anti-aircraft units, and this goes for these two. You go here and you go here. Yeah, soon we will be out of, you know, out of prestige and everything, but still. And these British units have transports, I almost forgot about it, so we'll send them forward. Who are you? The proud lord said that I must bow so low. Nothing to do with you at the moment. Most definitely. Here we'll try to block the approach of the enemy, so we'll park into the city of Saint-Withe. We will not attack, of course, but still. You can stay put, you too. Or maybe... Nah. We'll give these units some transports. You know, so they can harass enemy units. You nothing, you nothing. You nothing, you nothing. But here we can just bring this infantry forward, so it can help, you know, defending these river crossings. Where is actually this unit? I'm not sure. Let me check. It is way behind the lines. So I think, yeah, I think we can give it some sort of a transport. Okay. You just get some replacements, just, you know, to stop the advance of these units. You get elite. You get elite, since here will be also around the city of Liege will be a line of defense. All of the other units, I think, will just stay put or get transports if possible. But now it is not possible. Okay, let us save the game. Take a little pause and one more turn, then we reply and then we finish the video. Be right back. Yo, I'm back. Yeah, this was the thing that I was actually worried about, the thing that I was telling you about. Since now I'm doing the scenarios in Panzer General that are really not familiar to me. And I have to concentrate so hard, you know, not to make too many mistakes, that I'm really not capable, you know, about talking, you know, about the things I told you, funny stories, anecdotes, jokes and everything. So perhaps if one of you already has a question about Ask Mr. Critic, I can do something lighter, you know, and focus on commenting. Otherwise, I can tell you, yeah, I said often that this game is not difficult, and it is not if you concentrate on the game, but otherwise, if you know, if you talk about so many things and everything, then you lose the focus and then you lose the game. Pretty simple. Okay, so one more round. Let us check the casualties. So We have done some damage to the enemy, but for the time being we are losing the game, as you can see. Yeah. I'm wondering what will happen here. This was my idea, you know, to deal with the advance, but I could be wrong, of course. Okay. So, again, just in case, let us save and give the enemy its turn. Yeah, he went for the T-bolt. We have fired at the same time. This is kind of bad. Perfect. Entrenchments are still holding. Okay. These infantries are basically sacrificed. You can see it. Please survive this. No. I don't think the info will survive this. Yeah. Rugged defense? Well, close to it. We live, we win, we are the best. We have never seen the rest. Yeah, this one was sacrificed. But you know, it served its purpose. Damn it. On a river hex, we still lose. Please, tank, survive. Yeah, my ass. Come on, rugged! Yes! Kill! Wonderful. And one more tank had, you know, to use its movement points for one turn. Come on, survive! Again, I think we are dead. Yeah, thought so. And the problem is that these bastards are actually gaining prestige from destroying our units. Rugged defense? Yes! Send him to hell. Close? Not close enough. But now these are pioneers, you know. They actually ignore everything. River hexes, entrenchments, you know. Rugged defense! Well, we have fired first. Not good. Rugged defense? Yeah. We're the best. No retreat, no surrender. Well done, Americans. Now we'll save. And since, you know, this is a totally new approach, we will assess the battlefield together without a pause. I think so, at least. So here we have all of the units at the full strength, but Having said that, on the next turn, we'll be attacked. So, you know, we will either sacrifice these two anti-aircraft units or retreat them. Let us see. Here we are still standing strong. What else? Okay. These are ground units, air units. I'm very happy that the enemy did not purchase more air units, of course. Again, we are standing our ground. We could attack this, you know, air defense, but maybe we will, maybe we will not. But here we can actually, you know, approach two of the non-victory objectives, but still we can cause some serious trouble if we get close. And you can go here. So in the south we will not be fighting, but we will just, you know, try to outmaneuver the enemy. As for here, one entrenchment. So we can again try to bypass the enemy and try something different. So we'll move here and occupy the city with this inf. Entrenchment of 3. This unit is now basically gone, so we can at least attack this air defense. You know, cause as much damage as possible to force the enemy to use the prestige to bring back the units to full strength. It's not much, but it's something. And now this artillery will also have to retreat. But first we'll destroy this Wehrmacht Inf. Very nice. We retreat. And now we have two air defenses. First we'll focus on this Focke-Wulf, most definitely. Come on, die, bastard! This really didn't go well. But we have some more, right? Again we attack. And again it didn't go well. We retreat. And now we have two anti-aircraft units. Come on! Perfect. And another one. Yeah. So what happens now? As we can see, Luftwaffe doesn't exist anymore, for the time being, of course. So First we'll try to deal with this Focke-Wulf. We have fired first, excellent. And we fly here. And now we have 3 planes all available, you know, to do some serious damage to the enemy. And with our T-Bolt we'll destroy this Recon. Oh, wow, one more thing. Tracked movement of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not even close. So first we'll destroy this Recon. It is not close to the front line, but you know, you get prestige by destroying the enemy units. And now we also have 2 invaders. Is there any unit that is, you know, in so much trouble that it could be destroyed? Well, perhaps this Panther A. Oh, so close. And with the another invader. Well, let us try at least, you know. Come on! Good luck, please! Destroy, destroy, destroy! No! Didn't happen. But perhaps, you know, what is this unit? I think it is an artillery, yeah, so nothing good for us. 5. What happens if we attack here? Also 5. Too bad. Here 6. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get this anti-aircraft under, you know, under our invader, and I do not particularly like this. So invader. You will have to stay put, be sacrificed. Okay, so we'll try our best. We'll try to actually cripple this tank and then destroy it by our infantry. It's a long shot, but we have to try it. Four suppressed. 2-2. Yeah, why not? Or maybe... yeah, no, we'll stay put. We have to, you know, block the advance of the enemy. This is a crucial thing, since we have to, you know, get behind river hexes. So one artillery is now safe. The other one also. Just let me check where to place it. Probably here. No. No, bad idea. You go here. You go here. This is wonderful. You know, I actually I really missed these defensive scenarios. I don't know. Is it just me? But you know, I just have to, you know, be an underdog. Okay, so we bring these British infantries closer to defend the city of Liege. You two guys. Ah, okay. We will advance, of course. Movement of 5. 1, 2. Ah, I see. My bad. So you can go here. And you can go here. So we will also block this passage. No, we have to be able, to hold on until reinforcements arrive. That's the whole thing. Okay. You just get fuel and ammo. We are facing pioneers, so you'll just get elite. You again fuel and ammo. You get a transport. Yeah, no, this is really expensive, but I just like bringing units that are actually behind the lines to the front line. Let me just save the game. You get elite. And who are you? You can go here, of course. Elite. And this is the last unit to move, so it just gets elite, nothing else to do. Casualties, as you can see, we are still losing, but it was expected from us to lose the initial attack from Germans. However, we have destroyed their entire air force, so yeah, it's not really the same, 8 infantries versus 2 fighters, 1 tactical bomber. It's really not the same. So now we save Wacht 001. And do we actually, since we have enough prestige, do we start purchasing units to hold the line? This is a good one. I would very much like to purchase at least one good anti-tank unit here. So how much does it cost? Anti-tank. We'll go for the best one, of course. 120, 18, 156. Yeah, we'll go for it. Purchase here. Or here, maybe. Yeah, this is even better, so it can cover all of the approaches across the river. So here it will go. Again, this is it. Let us give the enemy its turn and then finish this video, and we'll continue either later today or even more possible tomorrow morning, because later today I will have to go into the shop and purchase some well, actually external disk and some key cards to transfer you know what I mean, to transfer what I was doing, because I have like 2 computers and everything. Still nothing about the webcam. Not sure what to do. But, I rely on you guys. I think sooner or later you will be able to tell me what to, purchase. Okay. Anyway, let us end the turn. Yeah, this is the Hamel. An excellent artillery. We have fired first, but this unit is doomed. Well, actually at the same time, I didn't even notice it. Oh, please survive so we can retreat. Pioneers getting their asses kicked. Excellent. Rugged! Yes! Pioneers! Allies turn 3. So let us just check the battlefield and then we'll finish this video. Here we are still holding our ground, and now we can retreat both of our anti-aircraft guns. Just let me do one thing. Let us save. But here we are preparing a defense, an impenetrable one, and I feel really happy about it. What I don't like is that now we have new Luftwaffe units. 2 fighters and 1 tactical bomber, which is actually a fighter bomber, so I guess the enemy means business. But like I said, we will retreat and now establish a line of defense here. We can also, you know, like start attacking these really weak units. So we are in a good position at the moment. Here you have a German unit, but here you also have an American unit, and we'll do some serious trouble behind the lines. I promise you. And as you can see, this is what I remembered correctly. Most of the German units will go southwest or south-southwest and try to... They will take over the city of Bastogne, of course, and then try to cross the river Hexis. And here we will wait for them. Try to purchase as many anti-tanks and everything. Also we have artilleries here, as you can see, and here the battle will be decided. If you have any doubt how the battle will, you know, end, well, I'm MrKritik, so we'll win. Of course we will. But I'm worried about these guys here. Tiger 2, Panzer A. Tiger 2 will have to, you know, it will take him at least 3 more turns to cross the river, but Panther A is so close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Panthers will arrive in 2 turns. Tiger 2 will arrive in 3 turns. So we are waiting for some very interesting. Just let me check something. We can actually destroy this Panzer 4H tank. So yeah, the battle ahead will be interesting. Again, I'm so happy to be back with you guys. Comment, suggest, like, subscribe, anything you want, anything you like. Just in case I will save this game again. But otherwise, thank you for watching this All the best from Mr. Critic, and bye bye.